hit the right side of Kennebuck. I've been having a lot of fun lately with asteroid stories. I did one a little while ago about 211 AG5. That is an asteroid that's supposed to be hitting the Earth in 2040. Now, I did the math and figured out I'd be 78 years old. So there was a probable chance, because of my family's genetics, that I could make it to 78 years old. And if I do, I want to see a tsunami of a lifetime. Yes, I only happen to live about roughly 5 miles from the coast. So I figure from here, from the right side of Kennebuck, we'd have no problem seeing that tidal wave. Then I came across another one. It's 2012 DA14. Now this is a meteorite that's supposed to hit in 2013. That would be in February. So I thought it was pretty cool because this would be a closer date, a little probable cause of me being able to make it a lot easier to get to next year than to get to 2040. But with that being said, what we had planned on is we will go to Cumberland Farms and get ourselves a nice, refreshing high cup of Cumberland Farms coffee. Yes, if we're going to be hit by a meteorite, the last thing we want to be do is sucking on a nice, refreshing hot cup of Cumberland Farms coffee. Yes, Cumberland Farms coffee, 99 cents, any size. Speaking of any size, I come across a story about a meteorite this morning, which actually caught my fancy, so to speak. The reason is because there's no way in hell I'm buying this story. 1 in a million German boy hit by meteorite. The chance of being hit by a passing meteorite are tremendously small, but that's exactly what has happened to a German schoolboy. The pea-sized space traveling object hit the boy's hand, leaving a scar. The rock flew down from space at the speed of 48,000 kilometers per hour and struck a 14-year-old Garrett Blank on his way to school before crashing into the pavement, ending its billion-year space journey in a smoking 30-centimeter wide crater. Yet you're going to get me to buy the fact that this thing flew at over 48,000 kilometers per hour, struck a 14-year-old boy, his name would happen to be Garrett Blank, in the hand, only left a scar, but after its billion-year journey, it managed to leave a smoking crater of 30 centimeters wide. Yeah, right. Like I said, this is an article that I'm not buying. Garrett is now among a handful of people who have been hit directly by a meteorite. The chances of this happening are very small, I'm sure. And so wasn't the meteorite that hit him. Yeah, it was pea-sized. It left a scar on his hand, but after it managed to just leave a scar on his flesh, yeah, it hit the pavement and left a 30 centimeter crater. No, not just a 30 centimeter crater, a smoking 30 centimeter crater. Yeah. All right. Garrett is now a handful of people that have been hit directly by meteorites. The chances of this happening are very small. Said to be 1 in a million. Most shooting stars get completely burned up in the Earth's atmosphere. As a result, the object that hit the German boy would originally have been a lot larger, you think? Excuse me. Experts are now examining the pea-sized meteorite to discover its origins. No, what I would be discovering is what the hell this boy's made out of, to the fact that he could take a meteorite, even if it was pea-shaped, at 48,000 kilometers per hour and only leave a flesh wound, yes, a scar. Experts are now examining the pea-shaped meteorite to discover its origins. They have already confirmed its magnetic nature. Most meteorites date back to the formation of the solar system. some 4.55 billion years ago. Or 4.55 billion years ago. As of yet, there has been no confirmed fatalities as a result of a meteor strike. Well, I don't know, man. I remember one back in the 90s. Some guy in New York had his car parked in a driveway. I don't know about that. Man, that was one hell of a fatality on his car. Although there are many reported cases of animals being killed by an impact. Yeah. Let me guess, their flesh just isn't as thick as young Garrett Blank's flesh happened to be. Yeah, he took a meteorite at 48,000 kilometers per hour. It left a smoking, yeah, we're talking smoking crater of 30 centimeters in the pavement, but it did not penetrate his flesh. Well, evidently, the animals aren't made out of a good substance. No, they're not. The most recent case similar to Garrett's was in 1954, when a 4-kilogram meteorite smashed through the roof of a house in Alabama, injuring a woman asleep in bed. Unbelievable. She probably wasn't made out of the kind of stuff that little German boys are made out of, like Garrett. If she had been, she probably wouldn't have got hurt being hit by a meteorite. I'm sorry, but I had to do this one. This one's really killing me. Think about it for a minute. Yeah, 48,000 kilometers per hour. Hits a boy in the hand whose name would happen to be Garrett Blank. Leaves a scar, but then after that, manages to leave a 30-centimeter crater. No, not just a 30-centimeter crater, but a smoking one. Yeah. Whoever wrote this story and trying to get me to believe this has been smoking a lot more than a meteorite in a crater. Well, I'm Tim Donovan, and I'm on the right. You want to know where I am? Just look to the right. You're going to see me giving you a meteorite story. I just ain't buying. Nah, sorry, it ain't happening here on the right side of Kennebunk.